All right. Episode number 2, season 23.
He said, I don't think we should give California anything, aid he's talking about, until they let the water flow down. Okay, first of all, you're not... I said I wasn't going to lose it this year. You're not giving us anything. We're Americans. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with this small fish called the smelt. Now, there is a story about this, and it's too complicated to go into. But, you know, it's a fish. We changed the laws, environmental, whatever. He said, no wonder it's endangered. It's not getting any water. Okay, no, Don. The fish has the water because we took down the irrigation dams in order to... Oh, fuck it. Just do your dance and get out of here.
Just do the dance. Too complicated for him, man.
Boy, before the inauguration, Trump increased his wealth by 89%.
Yeah.
Like in a day. To $58 billion. Now he's one of the richest 25 people in the world. And this is, a meme coin is a cryptocurrency that's inspired by an internet meme. It's kind of like if Bernie Madoff sold Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Just, Trump voters, help me out on one thing. You voted for him because you couldn't afford eggs, but you can afford the Melania magic coin. Okay.
Ah, for real, man.
Most nominations went to Emilia Perez. Have you seen this one? It's a Spanish language musical that celebrates a Mexican drug lord who becomes a better person by having a sex change operation. I'm just glad the Proud Boys got out of prison in time to see it. All right, we have Jesse Eisenberg.
This guy played the same character in every movie.
My mother-in-law ran the domestic violence shelter there for 35 years, and so, like, all of our circle there are like people are like progressive activists, and you know, Indiana gets painted with quite a specific red brush, but like when you're there, you know, you're surrounded by people who are far more engaged than, you know, where I am in New York City.
Yeah, and even some red people are not horrible people.
Well, of course that, yeah. But I just mean...
Of course that. No. This movie is fantastic.
Thank you.
If you haven't seen this movie, I hate you.
Yeah.
That's for a
That's our quote. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just so good.
Yeah, it's different than Emilia Perez.
I read that you were going to play that part.
Yeah, I mean...
That was a terrible idea.
Well, you know, that's what actors do. You know, I don't have to be that. Kieran's not exactly that person either, you know, so like...
Much closer.
Much closer, but...
You made the right decision.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Saying,
yeah.
I mean, it is a comedy, but you don't want to make Harold and Kumar go to Auschwitz.
Right.
Oh my God, imagine that.
Yeah.
Relating to your character, like you guys go to Poland and the other guy has a big thing of pot sent over there.
Yeah.
And I'm a big pothead, but that would freak me out. I was like, we're going to be in a Polish prison for the rest of our lives. You stupid fuck, what are you doing?
Yeah, but he says Kieran says in the movie, he goes, what, they're going to arrest 2 Jews for a little bit of pot in Poland? That's a good look for the Polish people. You know.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, a lot of American Jews of Polish descent, you know, have this kind of like negative attitude towards Poland that, oh, it's anti-Semitic. And I just had the exact opposite experience there, and I wanted to like just reconnect to a country that my family lived in far longer than we lived here.
Well, they were very anti-Semitic.
Yeah, but I mean,
the Nazis killed almost all the Jews there.
Yes, the Nazis.
When they pulled out, the Polish people, some of them were still not very nice to the Jews.
Listen, I
didn't know
you're a history
that.
buff, and we talked geopolitics for a long time, and I'm happy to do that.
Geopolitics?
Nice,
Is that
very nice. Like, I'm sensitive to the plight of the Poles historically.
Course. Do you think they would have let you do it if you were just Joe Eisenberg?
Well, you know, I have a cousin, Joe Eisenberg, and maybe...
Okay, what if he does? As a Polish citizen, do you go over there and fight the invasion?
You know, I've really only been a citizen for very short times.
You went right into your Woody Allen. I don't mean to be
speak the language. I wouldn't be good on the unit. And also, I have an appointment here on the Upper West Side.
Well, speaking of that, you did 2 movies with Woody Allen.
Yeah, right.
And it's interesting the way this town is a little divided. Some actors will not work with him.
Yeah.
Some, Alec Baldwin, Scarlett Johansson, Diane Keaton, say it's a witch hunt.
Right.
Other actors, let's call them gutless pussies.
Please don't ask an actor to have an opinion about something that they don't really know about. Please give money to this amazing shelter.
Hello.
If you're so rich and powerful, why are you not just spending your days doing good things for the world?
Yes. Why do you want more and more money?
I can't even understand that, so I'm not exactly thinking about them in politics. I'm just thinking, why are they not spending every day helping people?
I think you should get an Oscar just for that speech. The movie is fantastic. Trump has no understanding of how this country works, or he does not care to learn.
Yep.
In his view, I'm the leader, so I can do anything. Birthright citizenship. It's another one. Now, I didn't even think birthright citizenship is a good idea to begin with. It seems kind of crazy to have that in the... But it's in the Constitution. That's my question, everybody in Congress. It keeps happening. What are you going to do?
Well, first of all, we're going to speak for basic American values. I mean, if you're born in America, you're an American, period.
Yeah.
And
we love the fact that you talk to Washington that way, because as American citizens, that's how we feel about Washington. And the fact that you're speaking our language is what makes us trust you, because we believe you resonate on our behalf. This is why you got into office in 2016. The Democrats went a different direction. Trump capitalized on it. Basically, he played everybody like a fiddle and has won re-election again. That's really the bottom line.
Woo.
And some of this is brought on by the left.
Yeah.
You're right. You brought it on yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Penises in the locker room, penises in women's prisons. Of course he's going to go the complete opposite direction now. It's kind of a jump ball of, I don't know, just as likely, let's not even put the sex on the birth certificate. Let's let the kid decide when they're 5. That was crazy. So
the man was impeached twice. He was convicted on 34 felony counts. And the American people still said, he's closer to normal than what we see.
Exactly.
Left. That's what they're saying. He's closer to normal. He's doing what he said he was going to do. He promised you he was going to do these things.
We'll see. What happened to the wall? I saw a news report that he's going to finish a portion of it, but he didn't say anything about finishing the entire wall, covering the entire border, which is what he talked about during his first presidential run. So what happened to that? So what he's doing now, he might start but not finish.
he also won because parents were a little fed up with parents coming in second in a who says what goes with my kids contest.
Oh, yeah.
But which Democrat is for that?
If the kid switched genders in school, you know, they hid that from the parent, or you could.
My God.
I mean, rappers like him. The athletes are doing, I was making fun of him jerking off two guys at one time.
And it didn't work.
And now he owns it, and they're doing it. I mean, the village people are gay for Trump now.
Do we have to have the celebrity president? I mean, is it all about coolness? How about being cool as a president is actually about helping people? How about
people don't want the established politician, lifelong politician anymore. I mean, a regular Joe Schmo, that'd be hard for that person to become president. But a celebrity, they're more in line with the daily life of a normal person than a politician.
I have a celebrity exception. If Stephen A. wants to run, I'm all for it. I mean,
Obama became a celebrity because he was great at his job of being a politician.
Yeah.
That's different. That's a huge...
Obama connected with people, and all the celebrities wanted to do concerts because they wanted to be with Obama, because he was with the people. In the Harris campaign, they went after the celebrities to do the concerts to get the people. They got it backwards.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about Obama resonated more because the people chose him to be the Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States of America, as opposed to somebody during their way into that position. Let's be honest about it. So Kamala Harris, who didn't resonate during the primaries in 2020, couldn't even get to Iowa, suddenly is the Democratic nominee. And then then you roll up at the convention in Chicago, and everybody's like, she's a rock star. So it was like, wait a minute,
the point is, we have a new sheriff in town, and it's okay to be a dick. He's apparently going to be the next defense secretary. It's the most controversial appointment that Trump has made. Passed out at family gatherings, dragged out of strip club, throwing up, abusive. Wife once hid in a closet. Wife needed a safe word. Said the phrase, women shouldn't have the right to vote. Had to be physically restrained from joining dancers on stage at a strip club. Well, I've done that. When Trump first asked me to be Secretary of Defense, I said, Secretary, I ain't no woman. I don't know the meaning of surrender or last call.
Woo! Cheers to that. I like this guy.
I got the idea of concerned veterans for America from veterans saying, we're concerned about your drinking. I think Amelia Earhart is proof women can't drive. ICE can detain any illegal who is charged, arrested, or convicted of a crime. Not merely an accusation, so don't get excited, Karens. Has to be charged, arrested, or convicted. Now, Ruben Gallego, who we've had on this show a number of times, and I think has bigger ambitions, that he's now the senator from Arizona.
He's badass.
And he talks about people who are largely out of touch with where your average Latino is. It sounds like he's calling out people like you who voted no.
I like Ruben. There are a lot of Latino. I do. I think
he's a blue bulldog, man.
But
let's have due process. But if it takes too damn long to address it, that pisses people off. That's one of the problems that exist in this country. You're looking at stuff and you're like, okay, you arrested him. Was he in jail? All right, you let him out.
So I wrote a short story about the immigration process. And I know for a fact that they do it on purpose. Same thing with the prison system. In order for them to get a certain amount of money, a budget, those beds have to be filled. So they could hire a whole bunch of judges, which they should have a long time ago, and really get this thing going faster. But they don't, because there's really no incentive behind it. A lot of people are going to lose jobs, and those beds are empty. So it's definitely intentional. And as far as due process, for anybody, not just citizens, if you're in the United States, you have the right to due process. And a lot of people don't know that when you're in the immigration system, you're a detainee. You can fight your case for years if you want. Even if you lose your first case, you can take it to the next court. You lose that one, you can take it up to the next one, and you keep going and going. And it's like months between court dates. So it's a long process. And that costs a lot of money. The arrest, the process, the detention, and the deportation, all of that costs a whole lot of money. And if Trump is going to flood the system, it's going to cost a whole lot of money. There's not going to be any room. So it might go really bad for Trump. His parents are probably immigrants, so he has a whole different perspective. Whereas Bill and Steven, they don't see it that way, man.
I don't know. I'm getting from the applause, he's more popular than you. I'm just saying. What he's saying is getting a big thing, and you're getting like, yeah, that's true.
Okay. And y'all talked about Ruben, and y'all talked about the position that he took. One could easily argue is that's the kind of Democrat people are looking for.
Yeah.
That Democrat listened to the people in his state.
He's really, really good,
saying,
man.
You elected me, to hell with what you want. Listen to me do what the party wants me to do. A guy like that will get a Democrat back in office.
Yeah. And he's the Marines.
Because I saw them. Because I think it's very interesting that all these guys who were not conservatives, Zuckerberg, Joe Rogan wasn't. He was there. Elon Musk certainly was.
All about taxes.
Electric
Gas. You want my gas?
Tell me.
They were bullied.
Yes.
4 years ago.
Right.
They remembered.
They don't. To the problem with the Democratic Party and that part of the left that I've always been complaining about, it's also why they don't like me anymore, and they can go fuck themselves.
I agree with you.
That attitude, that exclusionary, mean girl, if you don't agree with me 100%, then we're going to go after you. We're going to try to cancel you.
Yeah.
And these are not stupid people. These are brilliant people. Some of them are a little on the spectrum. This guy.
Hell yeah.
I thank you for voting Democrat.
Well, you don't have to thank me.
Well,
You don't gotta thank me.
but more people should come on. Mix it up. Mix it up.
It's not enough for you to vote for them. You got to side with them. The same people that you voted for.
Yeah, I like that line.
Made you feel.
It's not enough for you to vote for them. You have to side with them. That's how it is now.
And when you create that, when somebody is scared to utter the wrong word out of their mouth, and we all know when some words are taboo, but damn, it got to a point where he or she was taboo amongst some Democrats.
Yeah.
How the hell that happened?
Well, I have to say, time for new rules, everybody. New rules. He has to rename the Great Lakes. Lake Terrific, Lake Fantastic. Lake Michigan, a state I won by a lot. Lake White Superior and Lake like nobody's ever seen before. Oh, this young woman has to explain why, if the revolution is now, she's the only one there. Revolution? You don't even have enough for a snowball fight.
Man.
There were more people in Prince than the revolution. Nobody remembers that.
They don't remember.
New rule, the new rule, the Pakistani ad agency that created this ad for Pakistan Airlines that says, Paris, we're coming today.
Oh,
and appears
Lord.
to show a plane flying into the Eiffel Tower. Infuriating claim denials based on petty technicalities. Something, by the way, that is increasingly now done by AI, a robot programmed to find a way to fuck you in the ass, which is not covered. Ever get a prescription filled and they say, that'll be $1 million, please. And you say, is there an alternative? And they say, oh yeah, there's one that's basically the same for $10. I didn't mention it because it didn't seem like something people would be interested in.
Man.
Because they have the ethics of a Nigerian prince emailing you for a loan. And what the hell is a pharmacy benefit manager? I'm not sure, but I think I was one back in 1980 when I sold pot. The same procedure can cost up to 10 times more, not just within the same city or same state, within the same hospital.
What?
It reminds me of clothing stores. 80% off. Off of what? Off of a number you pulled out of your ass to begin with.
Hell yeah.
That seems to be how hospitals work. Oh, and the tech bros who create those medical website portals that are impossible to navigate.
Oh.
And what about the people who make the shit that makes us sick in the first place? Oh, watch your back, whoever makes fucking Twinkies. Yeah, I'm thinking now maybe it wasn't a great idea to make every single movie about someone who's a hitman.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Because it wasn't that long ago when liberals thought shooting people who don't share your politics was bad. Or at least a microaggression. Doesn't pumping someone full of lead verge dangerously close to mansplaining? And what about gun control? So, Luigi, I say to you, good luck in prison where being handsome always makes you popular. It's a very popular mindset these days, summed up in the phrase, eat the rich. But kids, I've seen your media consumption, and I've seen your social media posts. You can't fool me. You don't hate the rich. You hate that you ain't the rich.
Oh, got him right there.
I want to thank Stephen A. Smith, Khanna, and Jesse Eisenberg. Now go watch Overtime on YouTube.
All right. Catch you on the next one, man.